धन धन सदगुरु तेरा ही आसरा. Social amalgamation of the intersex communities. Our spiritual father has given them a new name of Sukhdua Samaj. That is the community that seeks well-being and prays for the welfare of others. This was traditionally their role in society, which subsequently degenerated. Guruji inspires people not to desert such children that are born with such defects, but if they feel compelled, the institution is ready to accept them. The intersex children in India are forced to join vagrant eunuch communities because of their non-acceptance by society. But belonging to the so-called third sex is no crime. Why should they be denied opportunities for education and progress? Why can't they be treated as equal citizens? On 14th November 2009, Spiritual Father announced a historic move to help them. Instead of vagrancy and neglected, these children would be given free boarding facilities and education. They would be protected from any kind of harassment and given accommodation in the ashram premises. Guruji requested the intersex community that for the children to prosper, they would have to give up the habit of begging for alms or alms. Spiritual Father said that these children are a ray of hope for the country. While those who claim to be men are wallowing in corruption to create assets for their kids, the intersex would have no such distractions. Therefore, they would study and rise up to become officers who would be able to weed out corruption. Since they are sterile, they will not have any greed to garner money by corrupt means. Stopping female fertilized. May the little bloom never see doom. Even animals risk their lives to save their young ones. But on the other hand, when the so-called superior organisms, man finds out about another heart beating in the womb, he is curious for very cruel reasons. He wants to whether it is a baby boy or a girl. If the fetus is male, celebrations start even before birth, and if it is a female, she is murdered in the mother's womb Clearly, man is trailing even animals in his basic responsibility of protecting his own children. When Guruji addresses the gathering numbering thousands, thus many shudder in agony. People shake their heads in disbelief, others hang their heads in shame and guilt. Spiritual father conveys the images of the tiny unborn daughter being hacked to pieces in extremely powerful words. After vivid pictures of the grisly crime against humanity are shown, people are distraught and raise their hands in a solemn pledge never to undertake this willful murder of their daughters. The killing of the unborn daughters inside the womb is an evil perpetuated for a long time in India. With the improvement in medical means, the practice has shifted from female infanticide to female foeticide. Apart from being an unpardonable sin, it causes serious social repercussions like demographic gender imbalances that cannot be undone. In India, well-heeled doctors in posh areas become the perpetrators of this crime. These fetuses are thrown away in rubbish heaps as animals devour them. Which creatures except man has fallen so low? Spiritual father asks, serpents are known to do this. He adds, particularly North India, a lot of couples keep trying for a son and have a train of daughters in the process. Spiritual father pleads with them not to undergo abortions and offers to accept the daughters as his own spiritual foster children. These spiritually adopted daughters are housed in a unique program for orphan and castaway girls called Shahi Betiyan Basera, or the home of royal daughters. The teeny fetus is petrified by the sudden violation of its sacred shell by Caesar-like instruments. It raises its arms feebly in defense, only to be chopped, sawed and sucked by the marauding instruments. Perhaps it wants to say, "You cruel aggressors, what have I done against anyone? Who have I harmed?" But there is no one to hear those cries. I want to live, let me live, and the dismemberment proceeds cruelly until the last traces of life are snuffed out. Strongest denunciation. Guruji minces no words while condemning those men who force their wives to abort unborn daughters. You call yourselves brave hearts and men, but the proof of your manliness cries on trash heaps as animals rip it. the aborted fetus apart. If you think you are man, the intersex individuals are far better than you. You accept their sexuality and God's will without demur. Shame on your manliness. You call female foeticide a cleanup? Is your own blood so dirty that it needs to be cleaned up by killing your own offsprings? And what is that cleanup? Even demons will melt into tears. And you are so-called human when that little innocent life sleeps inside the safety of the mother's womb. It is shocked after sensing the instruments that are thrust in. The teeny little one thinks.
क्या बंद कर क्या कर रहे हो? यहाँ से कर